Today, I'm going to tell you a story in clear, easy English. We will be working at level C1, Advanced. Turn on the subtitles to see the translation in your own language. The arranged marriage. The promise of 2 stars. Layla first saw the man she was supposed to marry on a screen no bigger than her hand. His face was frozen mid-blink in a photograph her mother held out like a lottery ticket, as though it contained Layla's entire future. His name is Armin, her mother said. His family is honorable. He is stable. He will take care of you. It was meant to reassure her. Instead, a cold, electric fear spread through Layla's body. She had never believed an arranged marriage would happen to her. Not in her modern, busy life, not when she had plans, ambitions, and dreams that did not involve a stranger. Yet here she was. The arrangement. Layla's parents were kind-hearted, but they were also deeply rooted in tradition. While they had allowed Layla to pursue university, travel, and a career in design, they held on to one conviction: marriage is a partnership between 2 families, not just 2 people. When Layla reached 27, the conversations at home shifted. Her mother dropped gentle hints. Her father asked careful questions. Her aunt sent pictures of eligible men, as if forwarding news articles. Layla dismissed all of it until the night her father fell ill. He recovered quickly, but the small scare shook the entire household. It reminded everyone of how fragile time could be. Her father called her into the kitchen one evening. "I want to know you're cared for," he said softly. "I am," she insisted. "I take care of myself." He smiled, but his eyes told a different story. "Just meet him. That is all I ask." She agreed, partly out of love, partly out of guilt, and partly because she wanted the discussions to stop. The first meeting. Armin was a reserved, carefully spoken engineer who lived in another city. When they met for coffee, Layla noticed 3 things immediately. He was polite, almost painfully so. He seemed equally uncomfortable. He had strikingly kind eyes. "So," Armin said, adjusting his glasses, "your mother tells me you enjoy design. Interior design?" "Graphic," she corrected gently. "Ah." Silence fell hard between them. Their conversation limped along, interrupted by long pauses and several awkward attempts at humor. When they parted, Layla thought, this cannot work. But that night, her mother asked, was he rude? Was he disrespectful? "No," Layla admitted. "Then perhaps you should meet him again." One meeting turned into 3, then 4. Each time they spoke, the awkwardness softened, and a cautious familiarity began to form. Neither felt sparks, but both felt a sense of possibility, distant, delicate, but present. Eventually, pressured by families and guided by a quiet willingness, they agreed to marry. The difficult beginning. Marriage did not turn them into instant partners. Their first months together were a maze of misunderstandings. Layla liked mornings quiet and slow. Armin woke early and launched into conversation. Armin needed strict order in the house. Layla thrived in creative chaos. Layla wanted emotional openness. Armin preferred silence over vulnerability. Small conflicts grew into larger ones. "Why don't you ever tell me what you're feeling?" Layla asked one night. "Because I don't know how," he answered, rubbing his forehead in frustration. She realized then that he wasn't cold. He was inexperienced at sharing himself. And on the nights when she cried in frustration, Armin felt like a failure because he had no idea how to fix things. One evening, after an especially tense argument about nothing and everything, Armin said quietly, "Maybe we made a mistake." Layla felt something break, fear, pride, or perhaps the illusion that love would simply appear on its own. But instead of leaving the room, she stayed. "Maybe we did," she whispered, "but maybe we can fix it." It was the first honest conversation they had ever had. The slow shift. They began awkwardly, tentatively, to learn each other. Layla learned that Armin's silence was not disinterest, but a shield he had worn since childhood. Armin learned that Layla's independence was not rejection, but a need to protect her own dreams. They practiced small acts of understanding. Armin brewed her favorite jasmine tea without mentioning it. Layla organized the hallway closet the way he liked. Armin asked, "How was your day?" and listened, really listened. Layla touched his hand during conversations, a gesture that slowly softened him. They attended a family wedding together, their first major event as a married couple. When someone asked, "How did you two meet?" Armin glanced at Layla, panic briefly crossing his face. She smiled gently and answered for both of them. "We're still learning our story." Armin relaxed. Something in his expression, something grateful, stayed with her for days. The moment everything changed. It happened one rainy night. Layla had taken on too many projects. Exhausted and overwhelmed, she broke down, frustrated with herself. Armin found her sitting on the kitchen floor, head buried in her hands. "Talk to me," he said softly. She expected impatience or confusion. Instead, he sat beside her and waited. For the first time since their marriage began, Layla let herself be vulnerable. She told him about her fear of disappointing her family, her fear of giving up too much of herself, her fear of loving someone who didn't truly see her. Armin listened silently, his eyes growing warm and steady. When she finally ran out of words, he said, "I see you. You don't have to become smaller for this marriage, and I'm here, even if I'm not always good at showing it." His voice cracked on the last sentence. Something inside Layla shifted. Trust, fragile but real, rooted itself between them. A love learned, not found. From that night onward, they became different together. They built routines, shared grocery trips, quiet Sunday mornings, occasional late-night conversations that revealed more than either expected. They learned to argue fairly, laugh easily, apologize sincerely. Love did not come as lightning. It came as a sunrise, slow, gentle, impossible to ignore once it arrived. One evening, months later, they stood on their apartment balcony watching the city lights shimmer below. Armin reached for her hand without thinking. "I'm glad it was you," he murmured. Layla rested her head on his shoulder. "Me too." It was simple. It was honest. It was enough. The promise. Years later, on their anniversary, Layla looked at Armin across the table and realized something profound. Their marriage was not built on fate or sparks or instant chemistry. It was built on effort, on patience, on choosing each other again and again, even when it wasn't easy. She raised her glass. "To us," she said. "To what we built," Armin replied. Two people who began as strangers had become partners, true partners, not because destiny demanded it, but because they learned to love generously, courageously, and deliberately. Like two stars forced into the same sky, they did not collide. They orbit, they shine, together. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. Until next time, take care and learn something new every day.